Good morning and welcome to Fishing with James Movie Reviews. I usually watch a fair amount of movies, usually with my family, and I don't ever do reviews on them, but I thought I would start doing it today. I saw a movie last night with my family called Hamilton. This was written by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Lin-Manuel Miranda and first showed on Broadway in 2016. Well, here we are 10 years later, and its extraordinary popularity kept it running on Broadway and many theaters throughout the country and the world. And now it's even in movie theaters where you can watch the entire thing on the big screen, which is exactly what I did with my family last night. The 8 p.m. showing going till 11 p.m. That's right, it's 3 hours long. I've never done movie reviews before, but after watching that movie, Broadway play adapted into a movie, I decided I've got to start doing movie reviews. When I do movie reviews, I'll give them a score of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst movie I've ever seen, 10 being the best I've ever seen. And although my genre is typically sci-fi, action, comedy, sometimes drama, last night I decided to watch a Broadway play. On the big screen, Hamilton. Admittedly, I don't know that much about the history of the era of our country when Hamilton was around. So for me, I knew I was going to enjoy that movie, if for nothing else, just as a history lesson on that era in our country. But little did I know that Broadway adapted movie was going to take me by surprise, as I ended up enjoying it immensely from the moment of the first act to the moment of the final act. It held my attention the entire time. And not only was it a brilliant musical score, but it was almost a combination of rap, opera, love songs, fight songs, word battles, chants, rants, individual and groupthink songs, but it had the ability to capture the audience's hearts in every possible way you can imagine. It shows the life of Hamilton as a young man, coming to the big city and meeting some big political figures at the time, striving to make his own way, striving to have his own voice heard, striving to take his shot. The development of the characters is extraordinary. From his relationship early on with Aaron Burr, John Lorenz, and even George Washington, and many others of that time era. From his love affairs with Eliza Hamilton and Angelica Schuyler, and his contradictory battles with Hercules and even Thomas Jefferson. The development of his life politically, personally, and in his love interests as a young man, middle-aged man, and older man are absolutely captivating. You find yourself delving into the battle with Hamilton, seeing life through his eyes, and you watch him become torn between his political interests, his love interests, and the passionate love he has for his wife and son and some others along the way. You will have gut-wrenching pain when you see the unimaginable pain him and his wife experience at the death of their beautiful son, and how some poor choices he made along the way caused division in his family and in his life politically. But his vision shines through as clear as day. You will become a part of it. And since this play has been out for over 10 years, and it's a part of our nation's history, I don't think I'm giving it away to say that you will become absolutely distraught at the end of the movie when you get to the part where he actually dies in a gun battle. A duel, actually. The same way that his son died. Absolutely heart-wrenching. But at the end of the day, the movie Hamilton is absolutely spectacular. It took me by surprise by how much I fell in love with every character in this movie and the whole movie itself. It's the kind of movie I would see again and again. It's the kind of movie that I want to have the soundtrack to and listen to at the house over and over and over, as many people in my family have done for the last 10 years. So I'm going to give this movie a 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10. A perfect movie as a Broadway adaptation of a movie, but it is a perfect movie. If you haven't yet, please go see the Broadway play or the movie in theaters now, Hamilton, written and starred in by Lin-Manuel Miranda.